Dolly Parton's love story with Carl Dean was one for the ages. They met when Dolly was just 18, and their bond endured for more than 6 decades. Carl was her safe place, the quiet strength behind her dazzling career. Though he shunned the spotlight, he adored her soul, supporting her through every tour, every show, and every challenge life threw at them. Dolly often spoke of him with tenderness, remembering the little moments they shared, the laughter and the quiet companionship. When he passed away at 82, Dolly felt the weight of a lifelong love slipping from her grasp. It was not just the loss of a husband, but the loss of her anchor, the man who saw her before fame and stayed with her through every triumph and trial. Their love story remains an inspiration, a reminder that real devotion quietly transforms lives. Hidden strengths. For decades, Dolly kept her marriage private, shielding Carl from the public eye. He remained a constant, steady presence while she soared to international stardom. Though her life seemed glittering and effortless, backstage she carried the weight of private worries, health struggles, and the silent sorrow of watching her beloved grow older. When Carl's health began to fail, Dolly performed, smiled, and sparkled for the world, while she grieved in solitude. Their love was steadfast, built on loyalty, trust, and a shared understanding that the truest connections are often unseen. Fans marveled at her energy on stage, unaware of the deep emotional currents that flowed beneath the rhinestones and sequins. Even in widowhood, she honors their bond through memory, music, and quiet reflection, proving that love leaves an indelible mark that death cannot erase. Heartbreak and resilience. Loss was not new to Dolly. From an early age, tragedy touched her life repeatedly. She lost her beloved Uncle Bill, who discovered her talent and helped build her career, and her younger brother Floyd, her confidant and musical partner. Each loss left her reeling, forcing her to navigate grief in silence. Yet, Dolly never let heartbreak define her. She poured her pain into her music, turning tragedy into art, sorrow into melody. Her songs often carry echoes of these early losses, offering listeners a glimpse into the quiet battles she fought. Through it all, Dolly learned resilience. She understood that sorrow and joy could coexist, that even in the darkest moments, there could be beauty, creativity, and hope. Her life is a testament to the power of enduring love and unwavering faith. Dreams unfulfilled. Dolly longed to be a mother, dreaming of children she could nurture and love. She even imagined a daughter named Karina, yet life did not grant her this dream. A medical crisis in the 1980s revealed that she could never carry a child, a revelation that brought profound sorrow. Coupled with health struggles, the pressures of fame, and the demands of her career, it was a heavy burden. Yet Dolly found ways to channel her longing into creativity, philanthropy, and the people she touched through her music and humanitarian efforts. Her inability to have children did not define her. Instead, it deepened her compassion and her understanding of the struggles of others. Dolly transformed personal loss into empathy, and in doing so, she nurtured millions of lives in ways a family could never fully encompass. Faith and survival. Faith has always been central to Dolly's life. Her upbringing in the Smoky Mountains instilled a belief in God's presence, guiding her through hardship. Even during periods of deep despair, including emotional and physical collapse, she turned to prayer and her community for support. She faced moments when life felt unbearable, but she clung to hope and her convictions. Dolly's story reminds us that strength often comes quietly through persistence, prayer, and trust in something larger than oneself. She survived fame, poverty, heartbreak, and widowhood because she cultivated resilience from her faith, grounding herself in values that no spotlight could diminish. This quiet strength is the core of Dolly's enduring legacy, shaping not only her life, but the lives of those inspired by her journey. The man behind the music. Carl Dean was not just Dolly's husband, he was the foundation of her life. He loved her before she became a star, and never wavered as fame transformed their world. Their marriage was not perfect, but it was deeply human, filled with humor, stubbornness, loyalty, and mutual respect. He gave her the freedom to shine while keeping the essence of their love private and sacred. Theirs was a partnership built on trust, devotion, and understanding, a rare and enduring love story. Even as Carl's health declined, he remained a source of comfort and inspiration. His life, though largely unseen, shaped Dolly's music, her choices, and her courage. The strength of their bond resonates in every performance, every song, and every smile she shares with the world. Rising above rumors. Throughout her career, Dolly faced relentless scrutiny and gossip. Rumors of affairs and scandal followed her like shadows, yet she met each challenge with humor, grace, and confidence. People questioned her character, her choices, and even her marriage. But Dolly remained unshaken. She turned kindness into strategy, generosity into armor, and authenticity into influence. By staying true to herself, she carved a path that was uniquely hers. Her example shows that integrity and self-respect are powerful tools in a world eager to judge. She navigated fame with wisdom, never allowing gossip to overshadow her achievements or the love she cultivated at home. Through it all, Dolly demonstrated that success is not just measured by accolades, but by the dignity and compassion with which one lives. A life of devotion. Dolly's devotion extends beyond her personal relationships to her art, fans, and humanitarian work. She has spent decades inspiring millions through music, film, and philanthropy. Even as she faces the weight of loss and the natural slowing of time, she remains committed to creating joy and hope. Her work ethic, combined with her compassion, illustrates a life devoted not to self-glory, but to uplifting others. Retirement may loom, but her legacy is firmly established. Fans continue to celebrate her kindness, resilience, and brilliance, recognizing that Dolly's influence is far deeper than the sequins or the stage lights. She has lived fully, loved deeply, and persevered with grace, leaving a blueprint for courage, joy, and humanity in every note she sings. Awakening desire. As a teenager, Dolly experienced feelings of attraction and admiration that shaped her understanding of human connection. Seeing performers like Johnny Cash inspired a mix of awe, curiosity, and excitement, igniting the spark of ambition and self-discovery. These early experiences helped her understand charisma, presence, and emotion, qualities that would later define her performances. Though young and inexperienced in love, Dolly began to grasp the power of feelings, the intensity of human connection, and the ways these emotions can fuel creativity. Her early encounters with admiration and desire enriched her perspective, preparing her to express complex emotions through music and performance, connecting with audiences in ways that were profoundly authentic and relatable. Unrelenting work ethic. Dolly's work ethic became legendary long before she reached stardom. She wrote songs before school, performed anywhere she could be heard, and pursued opportunities with relentless determination. Rejection never deterred her. Instead, it fueled her ambition. By the time she moved to Nashville, Dolly was a force of nature, combining raw talent with tireless dedication. She understood that talent alone was insufficient without perseverance and grit. Her story teaches that success is often the product of discipline, consistency, and an unwavering commitment to one's craft. Dolly's rise reminds us that dreams are realized not simply by ability, but by relentless effort, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward, even when the path seems uncertain. Conclusion: heartbreak and triumph. Dolly Parton's life is a tapestry of love, loss, resilience, and triumph. From humble beginnings in the Smoky Mountains to the dazzling stages of international fame, she has endured hardships, heartbreak, and sorrow with grace and courage. Her love for Carl, her faith, and her unwavering commitment to her craft define her legacy. Behind every sparkling costume and radiant smile lies a story of strength born from vulnerability, of heartbreak transformed into art, and of a life lived fully, fiercely, and kindly. Dolly's story is not just about music or fame. It is about the human spirit, the power of love, and the enduring magic of hope, reminding us all that even in loss, there is beauty and meaning.